I'm going to talk a little bit more about this thing I'm calling congruency. It's when the system is congruent. Gee whiz, match for words. Aren't we amazing? I think I'm going to go into linguistics next. I'm just so fascinating with that. Um, what I'm talking about is a lot of people, when they talk about things that they think they like, it doesn't enhance their vitality. And in my seminars, I look for congruency. And when a person can be talking about something, and a lot of times it's random and accidental in a class. A couple of weeks ago in England, a young lady was talking just about, I was asking about things that she enjoyed, because it was real hard to look for her dream, to look at what she really wanted to do. And one of the things she said I like doing is that she said, I like playing music and I like performing music, and her whole countenance changed, her whole physiology changed. After we talked about it for a few minutes, she got a little agitated, which sometimes when the enculturated world comes back up, people do, and she said, "You want me to be a musician?" I said, "I personally don't give a shit what you do." I said, and I asked everybody else in the room, I said, did I say anything about wanting her to be a musician? And a lot of people will think that I want something for them, but I don't. I really don't care what you do. If you live your dream, that's great. If you don't live your dream, it doesn't have anything to do with me. But if we can create a congruency in your system, that you get a sense of when you're truly happy, and you keep doing those things that make you happy, I think that we're going to be able to change how the planet works with memes instead of genes. The mind genes, not genes. But my work is really neat in a lot of ways. Quite a few years ago, I had the father of some of my clients come, and he was diagnosed with cancer, and he was dying. And they came to me, the whole family. One of the daughters was assisting my training, which means that she looks out for the participants. And I said to her, look, I said, did you bring your dad here because you want him to get better? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, that's not my job. I'm not really a miracle worker. Sometimes that happens around me, but not often enough for me to predict it or even say that it's going to happen. I said, what I have to get your dad to, where I have to get him, is to be okay, congruent with the fact he's dying. Because so many people in that stage are in denial and anger and pissed off. And at one point, Tom was in what we call the interview process, which we interview everybody. And he was sitting in front of the room, and I said to him, what do you want? And he said, this. And I looked at him, and I could see the calm. I could see the okayness. I could see everything. He was more vital, but you could see he was still ravaged with this disease. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, just this. He said, I'm okay right now. He said, everything is okay right now. That's what I want. And I knew then that I'd done my job with Tom. I didn't need to heal him. I don't know what people's karmic journeys are. And I don't want to mess with them. But I do, when they get congruent, they get more of who they are.